Good afternoon, respected dignitaries, faculty colleagues, and my dear students. India's biotech sector has demonstrated its ability in managing COVID pandemic for about 20% world population with indigenously developed and manufactured COVID vaccines, diagnostics, patients monitoring devices, N95 masks, COVID app, etc. Besides healthcare, bio-based green alternate bioprocesses, bioagritech, bioenergy, bioplastics, biofuels are necessary for sustainable future. To further align with the Government of India vision, on the behalf of Honorable Founder President Sir Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, I, Dr. Rajeshri Das, Associate Professor, Amity Institute of Biotechnology, welcome all the delegations from BIRAC and IIT Kanpur for discussion and deliberation on the theme Nurturing Bioentrepreneurs, Ideation to Commercialization. Before we start the session, we would like to welcome our guest with Tulsi sapling. I request Professor B.C. Das to welcome Dr. Prachi Kaushik. A big round of applause, please. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Neeraj Sharma to welcome Mr. Sanjay Bharadwaj. I request Dr. A.K. Singh to welcome Ms. Achal Verma. Thank you, sir. I take pride in introducing Dr. Neeraj Sharma. Dr. Neeraj Sharma is presently serving as Deputy Director General, Amity Foundation for Science, Technology and Innovation Alliances. He served as the Head of Technology Development and Transfer and GLP Division of Department of Science and Technology, and also as the Secretary for 3 years to the Technology Development Board, a statutory body under the Act of Parliament of India. May I now request Dr. Neeraj Sharma to chair this session and deliver the welcome address. May you please, sir?
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Honorable Founder President, Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and dear faculty colleagues, students, we welcome very important guests today. They have come from BIRAC, IIT Kanpur, and also Mr. Sanjay Bharadwaj, who is an entrepreneur working in the domain of mental health solutions. Today is a very important topic that we all are going to witness, discuss, understand issues and challenges, all related to bioentrepreneurs, ideation to commercialization. It's a very important topic, and for the benefit of the guests that are here, MET is one of the leading institute, leading university in biotechnology domain, and there are quite a few funded projects from BIRAC that are being implemented here by the faculty members, researchers over here. We have approximately about a dozen of such projects in the past, present, and also working for some future projects. Big BIRAC project also, grants have come from the BIRAC. More than 12,000 publications have come from the biotech sector in the biotech domain in the MET University. There are 2 companies, startup companies, which are already there in the MET incubators. And apart from that, a large number of technologies have been transferred. More than a dozen technologies in the biotech domain have been transferred and commercialized. So this opportunity, when we are listening, we will be listening to the guests from BIRAC, IIT Kanpur, and also an entrepreneur himself. His journey, his success or his failures, or how he has transversed into entrepreneurship domain, in the bioentrepreneurship domain. We would also like to understand what we can do with BIRAC now on, because we have already done so much. We have traversed quite a distance. So we would like to understand from this team here. So it will be kind of a very open, discussion and dialogue. And since all of us have come here, I would request everybody to participate very constructively, very freely, and understand what best we can do in moving forward. Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok Chauhan has taken a very keen interest in this particular activity, this program. He takes interest in all such activities which happen in the campus, but this is the program which he has given his personal interest, and he has also said that he will be watching this, and in the end he is also going to give us the way forward and his blessings to the program. So with that, I once again welcome all the participants and guests here, especially the guests who have come all the way. Traveling itself is a huge task from Delhi to Noida. And welcome all the participants here. So thank you very much. I hope this will be a very fruitful discussion, and ultimately the outcome person, Captain Shukla, is sitting here. He would be interested in how and what we are going to achieve out of this this event, this program. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Professor B.C. Das, Chairman, Chair Professor, Amity Institute of Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. Dr. B.C. Das has made outstanding contribution in the field of cancer research, tumor virology, human genetics, and mutation research. During the last 45 years of his distinguished research career, he has published more than 250 research papers in reputed international journals and distinguished himself as a renowned molecular oncologist. Dr. Das has earned his MSc and PhD degree from Benares Hindu University, Varanasi. Later, he worked several years with Nobel laureate Professor Harald Zur Hussein, Nobel Prize winner in 2008 at German Cancer Research Center, and in India, he has pioneered the work on human papillomavirus. He established national and WHO regional HPV referral center for Southeast Asia as ICMR NICPR. His present area of research are molecular epidemiology, transcriptional regulation, MI regulation, cancer cell stem cell, targeted drug delivery, drug development, and gene editing. May I now request Professor B.C. Das to chair the session with his introduction and introduction of the attendees.
Very good morning to one and all, and specifically the invited guests on the dais, and all the faculty, deans, and the students of Amity University. In favor of the Amity University and our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, our Dynamic Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, and our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla, and on behalf of all the faculty and students, and on my own behalf, I welcome all the guests from DBT and other in the industry, Dr. brothers and all, to this interaction today. That we all know that what BIRAC is, everybody is aware of this this organization. It's a non-profit organization, but many of us who are sitting here as the faculty, they have also BIRAC projects, sometime or the other, and maybe some projects are in the running conditions. Amity is also a great happening place, and as you all know that those who are first time or sometimes visiting here earlier also. So Amity is known as the research and innovation driven university. It is not just word, but it is true to the word. It has, in the last 1 decade, it has transformed, though it's a very young university, but within the last 1 decade, it has transformed into the research and innovation driven university, and it is already proved by several awards by the government, and also I think it is 2 days before also award has been given that from the industry that the maximum number of the patents and theirs, particularly for commercializations. And I think this is one of the attempts of the BIRAC to innovate the technology for the benefit of the humanity and in new innovations in different areas, health and other aspects, and major aspects in the health area and the biomedical sciences and in agriculture also. So, and to bring to the use of the humanity or the society. So this is also another, this is of the BIRAC, this is another offshoot in the DST, which was earlier headed by Dr. Neeraj Sharma, who is now with us at the DST. That is initiated at the last phase of his career there, the TEC, Technology Enabling Center, to make many of the universities which are not very much taken into consideration very much that the new development or innovation. So that has been taken into considerations. A material of that, it's a government or a central or a private university given an opportunity, and that is the TEC. It was 9 university was selected, and they were given the 5-year program, 5 crores each to have the technology, to mine the technology, and to see that which are TRL 3 above, which can be funded, minimally funded, and can be made enable to them to reach to the 6-7 TRL, so that it is useful. It is now that ready to transfer to the industry. So this is being taken up. It is, I think, 3rd year or at the end of the 3rd year now, and it is entering the 4th year, and it is very successfully being implemented throughout the country with the same aim and objectives, which is BIRAC also, but it's a short-term project for 18 months to have some innovation, which has some proof of concept has already been developed. So this is, we are, the Amity is not behind, and it is the one of the enabling center of the 9 of the whole country is Amity is one of them, and is a pioneer in many of the aspects, and it is doing excellent. I will not go into that detail, but today's thing is that the BIRAC. So everybody knows it, and not to elaborate much. So this is today. There is a program. You have already seen that there are Dr. Prachi Kausik, who is the manager, and investment BIRAC, and she will be talking in the BIRAC initiatives and nurturing biotech innovation ecosystem. And then next talk would be by Ms. Aanchal Verma, who is a biotech vertical startup incubations and innovation center, IIT Kanpur. Not the center, the sub-center here in Noida, but she is from the IIT Kanpur campus. And she will be talking on the success stories of the biotech Bioentrepreneurs. And lastly, by Dr. Mr. Sanjay Bharadwaj. He is a CEO, Manodayam Private Limited, digital health startup. So that's what I was discussing with him when just a few minutes earlier, that yesterday we had a half a day mini symposium on the digital health, where the CAHO president, CAHO is a crusader organization for the developing the healthcare technologies, the digital technologies to compete with or to raise to the standard to the global level. So CAHO president Dr. Vijay Agarwal was here. He is a medical person, and Dr. Suren Shukla, who is the engineer and also entrepreneur and the medical or the healthcare technologies, the digital applications in healthcare technology. He has been associated with AIMS and several AIMS and many other hospital organizations. So we had a very fruitful meeting, half a day yesterday, and he will be talking also in that relations, that how he is an industry experienced person. So I could discover, and he could say that he came long time back when I was an ICPO director of ICPO, So he came for some developing something of the genetic marker. So this is all about the program, and of course the introduction would be by the about Amity. That's why I have not said much about the Amity. So Dr. A.K. Singh, who is the Senior Vice President of FCA, will be speaking on that. So with that brief introductions, I once again welcome the esteemed guests today for this discussion on BIRAC, to make ever everybody, and to inspire everybody, the junior, senior, or everybody, to try for a BIRAC projects and some innovative activity which DBT funded has been funding for a long time, and we look forward for the fruitful discussion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Das, for your brief introduction and welcoming the participants and initiating the discussions. Now, may I request the honorable faculty members who are sitting over here just to give maximum 2 minutes about their activities, their role, and what do they see, if at all, with the help of BIRAC and other institutions who are sitting over here, including the entrepreneur himself, what best we can collaborate and what best we can do with our efforts. And if not, then you talk about what are the areas in which you have been working, what are your achievements so far. I think we can begin with Dr. Naved first.
Very good morning to all the esteemed guests. Myself, Dr. Tanveer Naved. I am the Deputy Dean, Health and Allied Sciences domain, working under supervision of Dr. B.C. Das. In our domain of Health and Allied Sciences, we have 8 institutions, including the pharmacy, physiotherapy, neurosciences, we have the yoga sciences, and we have the hospital administration, public health, and we also have the medical physiology. So as a domain, we focus on all the health and allied area. And as far as the pharmacy is concerned, we have the Center for Pharmaceutics, Pharmacology, the medicinal chemistry and phytochemistry and pharmacognosy. So in our institute, we focus on the ethnopharmacological studies and product development. So definitely we look forward for direct collaboration with our products. And as far as the domain is concerned, also from the area of neurosciences, we will definitely look forward for all the collaboration. Thank you.
Good morning to all present here.
Just a moment, just when you say this thing that it is the meeting of the BIRAC, so anything related that you can indicate that, and there are several senior persons, I could not take the name, but they are all senior people also, they are very senior people, and they have been very much involved in the BIRAC activities.
So, good morning once again to all the esteemed guests over here. I am Professor O.P. Sinha, heading Amity Institute of Nanotechnology. So, at the nanotechnology, the multidisciplinary, we are working on the different aspects of the nanomaterials and its application. And we have a very strong group of the biosensors. And I am happy to say that already two of my faculty has availed the direct facility. They are working on that one. And one of my alumni itself has started the startup with the help of the BIRAC, and that is in the healthcare. So he is also working with the biosensors. And apart from that, our students are also submitting the proposal to exploring the new startup with the help of the BIRAC or any other such kind of the help. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm Professor Subhrajit Biswas. I'm Director, Amity Institute of Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. And the same institute, Professor B.C. Dasar is a chairperson. So our most of the institute is very flagship institute in terms of the research. So our PhD student is more than the graduate and the postgraduate student. So we have a specialized master's course for the stem cell molecular medicines and technology based. Of course, it's a BIRAC. That's why I'm trying to say that technology based, because of course most of these our faculty are experts in cancer biology, molecular medicine, stem cells, as well as host pathogen interaction. So that is one of the major part in the molecular medicine, because after the any cancer there is a infection probability also there. So all kind of the expertise, and we have a PCL facility related even high end equipment with the laboratories. So we are focused on the research mostly. But one thing, important thing I want to say here, because a lot of people are working on the cancer research on the drug target. So we are mainly focused on the targeted delivery. So even one of my work is recently patented on the RNA liver cancer, as well as BC Dasar also patent one important aspect, that is a herbal based targeted delivery in term of the curcumin. And other faculty, Dr. Manoj is here, Dr. Pallavi is there. They all are basically, we are hardcore translational related research we are doing here. So my expertise in the liver cancer and hematopoietic stem cells. So that is the important another area. I'm not elaborating that things. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Vishwas. Now, I would like to mention here to the benefit of the guests here that there are a large number of Ramalinga Swami Fellows working in the Institute of Dr. B.C. Das and Dr. Vishwas. So more than, I think, 30 fellows, Ramanujan, Ramalinga Swami Fellows, Inspire Fellows are working here. So there's a huge R&D system which is existing in the institute. Ujasvi.
Good afternoon. My name is Ujasvi. I'm joined here by my colleague Sagar Singhal. We represent Amity incubators across the country and across the globe. We've incubated more than 800 organizations so far, invested in more than 75, exited out of 18. But we have a great portfolio of biotech startups as well. In fact, a couple of them which have been supported by BIRAC as well. And a very good portfolio, a fresh cohort of about 12 startups which are specifically working in the biotech space, including bio-IT, mental health sciences as such, and biotechnology-based nanomaterial designs as well. So it's quite a nice portfolio. If you'd we'd want to invite you over to the incubator as well to have an interaction with them as well. But that's just a quick gist. Along with this, we also represent Amity Capital Ventures, which is our investment arm, wherein we actively invest alongside other investors into biotech and other spaces as well. Thank you.
Dr. Malik, please.
Thank you. Hello. Good morning, everybody. My name is Biren Malik. I am coming from AINN, Amity Institute of Neurosciences and Neuropsychology. So one of the important part of this is the first institute in the country where you have undergraduate neuroscience. So unlike about 30, 35 or 40 years back when we started as a student, there wasn't any place where to have neuroscience as a degree. But over the years, it has been cultivated, and Amity is the first place where you have undergraduate, though there are postgraduate, masters and PhD in several places. As of today, you talk about IITs, ICERs, and everywhere, there are at least on an average 1 or 2 faculty doing research. There is a great lack of manpower in neurosciences. So hopefully we will be able to develop. Though the institute is a few years old, but effectively it's about 2.5 or 3 years. We have had 2 pass out batch. Now, what we are doing as compared to any other biological field, neuroscience has distinctly 3 more additional fields. Otherwise, all other fields can be done. I think all of you would be knowing. Here, one is anatomy, one is behavior, another is electrophysiology. So in this department, there are 8 faculty where we have covered most of these. But as you can understand, being only 3 years, effectively 3 years old, we do not have that lab facility. So I can go back in 1992 when I was secretary for APPI National Conference. I had organized and termed in symbiosis, industry science lab symbiosis. Those days BIRAC was not there. I think that is what is needed. Of course, BIRAC is doing great. Quite often, the basic science department, like all of us have come out with, we did not know, the scientist doesn't know what the society needs. Therefore, the industry has to come up to tap the energy, and the scientists also have to go to the society to find out what to do. That is reciprocity. We are trying to do, but I think we need more. In that sense, if we can get some hand-holding from BIRAC as well, I will be grateful as a nation, as a department. With this, whatever small facility we have developed, we have one student who has started one startup, another faculty who have got Fulbright this year. So this is what we are trying to do. One of the Ramalinga Swami's fellows will be joining by February, March. This is what we have been doing. Thank you very much, and I want the cooperation. And we do want to reciprocate the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Malik. I would now request the participants in the first row, because the paucity of the time, we would go to the next row if the time permits us. Dr. Nutan, please be brief because the presentations and all are there.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I feel very fortunate that I have been associated with BIRAC since its inception in the capacity of PI as well as the expert committee of the Agriculture Committee. So I've done a couple of projects, and one of our projects was also like awarded the Best Innovation Award in Agriculture in 2015, this one. Here at Amity, we are working on many aspects, particularly the secondary agriculture is where we are focusing on. We focus on development of the various technologies, the biofertilizer, biopesticides, and we have submitted a couple of projects also under BIPP, BIREC, under CIBRI, and also under PACE. We have submitted a couple of projects, then we work on the medicinal plants also, and then we also with Dr. Prachi, I have discussed with how to give the training to the farmers on the secondary agriculture. So that I'm pursuing with Dr. Prachi Agrawal, and we also work on developing other technologies. So technological development as well as the training of the farmers, both are our foray, and a food aspect is also the functional foods and medicinal plants. So these are coupled with the natural product chemistry. So thank you.
You are expert of the BIRAC, so no, they are very much aware of.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm S.K. Srivastava, heading the Amity Foundation for Developmental Disability. And I'm also mentoring some institutes, so that includes rehabilitation science, clinical psychology, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, physiology, and Amity Institute of Indian System of Medicines, that includes Ayurveda, yoga, homeopathy, and all. So I'll have to find out the scope of collaboration with your institute. That's it. Thank you very much.
Very good morning to everybody. My name is Pooja Vijayaraghavan. I am the officiating director of Amity Institute of Biotechnology, one of the largest institute in the biosciences domain, with almost 2,000 students and 100 faculty members. We have very close association with SIIC IIT Kanpur, because our alumni Jatin is a part of SIIC, and he's doing very well. We've met Anchal many times with him, and I'm very happy to say that we have been associated with BIRAC in terms of funding, because our faculty members have got big BIRAC grants, and our students have also got big BIRAC grants. In fact, this year also, I would also like to mention that SIIC Kanpur was very closely associated with me as a scientist because they helped me, put a proposal in the January call, got very good comments. We put it again. So let's hope for the best. And SIC has been very, very, important in this journey for not only me, but also scientists in AIB. As far as innovation goes, we are also trying to work for EUVA and BioNest. So we are already in the process of putting those proposals, and hopefully very soon we would have these incubators at Amity. And our students are working towards starting their own ventures. A lot of our students have started innovative projects. They have won in national and international competitions. So I'm sure students would be putting in more projects because you have funding for students as well. So I think this is all in all a very apt time when all of you have come, because a lot of students who are sitting here would also get ideas to put in, to incubate their ideas and to take the help of BIRAC and DBT. So it's a great opportunity for all of us, and I'm sure we can do a lot together. Thank you so much.
Good morning, all the experts. Dr. Sandeep Arora, Director, Amity Institute of Pharmacy. So, Amity Institute of Pharmacy has been, as a part of postgraduate and PhD programs also, we have been working on all the aspects of in vitro drug discovery, then also pharmacology, formulation and other aspects. In formulation, particularly, we have been working on the spray coating granules earlier. Some patents have also been there. Also, spray coating granulation technology for phytopharmaceutical as well as inhalables. So we are trying to approach BIRAC in the earlier also, and we would be further approaching BIRAC for setting up sort of entrepreneurship possibility in this section. So we'll be trying to do that.
Good morning and welcome to the delegation from BIRAC. I am Professor Dr. Seema Bhatnagar, Assistant Director at Amity Institute of Biotechnology. So I work in the area of smart drug delivery systems, and we've designed this very novel triple conjugate for cancer and cancer stem cells. And we have other conjugates that we have been designing, and one of them we also submitted to BIRAC. We got very good comments, and hopefully we'll be back again to you for the same. So I look forward to discussing more with you for these projects, and thank you.
I think we request Dr. Puniti Mathur. Nidhi also.
Hello. Yeah, a very warm welcome to Amity. I'm Dr. Puniti Mathur, and I'm the Deputy Officiating Head of Biotechnology. And I'm also associated with the Center for Bioinformatics. So I would just like to highlight here that we have faculty members who are running a lot of projects in healthcare and bioinformatics. So healthcare data in different diseases, they're working on vaccine development platforms. Dr. Kamal Rawal, I think is not here, but he's very instrumental in artificial intelligence in healthcare. So a lot of emphasis has been placed on it. He has also applied to a lot of big BIRAC projects, and we're looking forward to some grants from them. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nidhi.
Good morning, everyone. Well, my name is Nidhi Chaudhary, and I'm working as Professor and Head of Center of Biotechnology and Biochemical Engineering. And I'm also heading the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell of Amity Institute of Biotechnology. Well, a majority of the points have already been covered by Dr. V. Pooja, who is officiating head of AIB. I would like to incorporate the points which, as eCell, we are doing. We have got more than 20 startups from our department in just last 4 years. And few startups are, incubated at our incubator, which is headed by Mr. Ojasvi, as he has mentioned just now. And we have got the startups moving to higher stage and going to the market as well, with the generosity of Mr. Ojasvi, who is even helping them through funds. Well, if I talk of my work, I have got one project which has been selected by Department of Biotechnology under the first national call on translation and commercialization. And here there is a triad of government, academics, and industry working together and moving towards the product. So it moves on, it's open-ended, and it moves on till it reaches to the market. So other faculty member of my center, they are also working on industry-based projects, and they're also applying in BIRAC. And I also have few ideas which have been patented and reached to TRL3 and TRL5. So I'm also planning with some companies to put into BIRAC. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nidhi. I think we were discussing about the Bioentrepreneurs program also. We were trying to prepare a proposal to the BIRAC. I think your guidance and support,
Yes,
blessings is
yes,
required for that Bioentrepreneurs program. I would now request, sorry, Dr. Das, I am just, Dr. Nayak, please, you have already got some programs and projects from BIRAC.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Ranu Nayak. I'm currently a professor at Amity Institute of Nanotechnology, and I also happen to be a BIRAC big grantee. So I started running the project since January 2023 under the incubation of FITT Delhi. And I'm basically a material scientist with a physics background, but I have a keen interest in biomaterials research. So the project basically it got funded under the theme of industrial biotechnology, and it's on developing a sorbent technology for oily wastewater, effluent cleanup, and pathogens from surface water. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think there is a paucity of time. I would just say, if anybody has the BIRAC project or done, so they can briefly tell just, yes, Dr. Amit.
Hello, good morning. I am Dr. Amit Kharkwal from Amity Institute of Microbial Technology, and we are working on plant microbe interaction and microbe interaction for sustainable agriculture. Under the BIRAC project cycle of 2014-16, we developed a technology of novel root endophyte Piriformospora indica, and till date we have done 6 technology transfer, including 1 in Taiwan. And we are very sure that this technology is penetrating deep in the market, and this will play a pivotal role in reducing the input of chemical fertilizers and pesticides by 25 to 50%. So that will revolutionize the agriculture sector. And we have developed one more technology of novel root endophyte, which we have transferred to one Delhi-based startup company. And I have received a approval of funding from DBT for translational research for making it as a biopesticide. And we have a couple of more technologies also, which are under development. We are looking for funding from BIRAC also. And we have collaborations with multinational companies like Israel Chemicals Limited for validating our technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Amit. It is one of the important institutes that Rutonic you must have heard. It's a endophytes, and it's a excellent product, and it has, I think, 6 or 7 patents. So it is going on unabated.
It was done through Procter.
Yeah. So Professor Ajit Verma is the architect of it, and I know slowly I am learning more in deeper because I am now acting head of this department. So it's excellent progress in this time. Is there anybody else? Dr. Tinkubasu, please. Give him the mic about this.
Yeah, so I am a regular, I'm closely associated with BIRAC. I have completed aflatoxin B1 sensor, and this time also again I applied for AMR based one sensor, but it was unfortunately not succeeded. The reason has been given. One of the important reason that obviously the clinical relevance needs to be established with the doctor, and the other one is that because it alpha toxin is a space project, and it was been completely done properly done within the COVID period with lot of struggling and all, but I could not take it into the second level because I am not able to find out any industry collaborator to take it on the second level. So this was one of the reasons. So I'm in touch with Dr. Poonam. So thank you so much. So I need your help for this purpose also. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And so anybody else has projects? And I think there is none. So we will go for the formal presentations. And in the beginning, Dr. Singh, and please announce.
Thank you, esteemed colleagues, for the introduction session. Dr. A.K. Singh is presently working as the Senior Vice President at Amity Foundation for Science, Technology and Innovation Alliances, Amity University, Noida. Prior to this, he was working as the Chief Executive Officer, Biotech Park, Lucknow. He has also worked as the Director General Life Science, DRDO Headquarters. May I now request Dr. A.K. Singh to give a presentation on the Amity Universe. May you please, sir?
एक मिनट सर सेटिंग कर Namaskar and good afternoon to all of you. I think to start with, the Honorable Founder President who may be watching this program virtually, Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Prachi Kaushik, who is from BIREC, Aanchal Verma, from SSIC Kanpur, Sanjay Bhardwaj, the entrepreneur, Dr. Das, Dr. Neeraj Sharma, Dr. Malik, Dr. Nutan Kaushik, Dr. Arora, and senior faculty from MIT. I think my task was difficult, that I was to explain the huge MIT universe in 10 minutes. Now it has become more complex because some of portion that what we are doing has already been elaborately explained by all the faculty members. So I would try to, just go through that. I have a big presentation. I extend my apologies if I am not able to speak or elaborate some of the works, but I will try to do which is more relevant to the BIREC or biotechnology. I think the vision of MIT Education Group, building the nation and the society through providing total, integrated and transcultural quality education, and to be the global front runner in the value education and nurturing talent in which modernity blends with the tradition. This was the vision which was created or envisioned by none other than Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, who is the Honorable Founder President of MIT Education Group, who has established everything. And he has a philosophy when he says that when God pushes somebody, inspires somebody, and leads somebody, that no power in the world can stop such a person. He's strengthened his mission. His vision is being strengthened in implementation by two very able sons, Dr. Atul Chauhan, who is the Chancellor. He is the alumnus of London School of Economics, and Dr. Asim Chauhan, who is Chancellor of Madhya Pradesh and other campuses, who is an engineer, a finance expert, and a management degree from Wharton School of Business. If we really see, I think today the MIT Education Group stands tall. I think I won't be wrong if I say that it is the biggest education group in this country and growing on an ever accelerating pace. And I will run through, you can see that we have almost a presence in each state, and those few states which are left, I think in few years, the Honorable Founder President plans to have one campus in each state of this country. And we have about 12 campuses abroad, right from Singapore, Mauritius, New York, Dubai, London, Tashkent, and Nairobi. And we also have a MIT University campus in Long Island, which is his vision. He plans to make it
a global research hub, and lot of work is going on to establish this, where we will have the Indian system of medicine, the traditional systems and the modern systems, and particularly driven or overarched by AI-based applications. And that will also strengthen the shift or the transfer or movement of the students between India and America. MET, what I make statement that MET group stands tall, I am not saying. It is being said by the third party, independent parties. There is a list where the many global and national organizations have certified and recognized the quality of the MET education group. I don't know whether you people can see that. If you don't mind, you can, shift your chairs or, so that you can see. Mainly it is for you. I think the MET education group, we propose or we offer more than 300 UGC recognized UG and PG programs, right from advanced material technology, agriculture, anthropology, defense technology, microfinancing, marine sciences, space science, neuroscience, occupational therapy, psychology, virology, and solar and alternate energy. Means we have a huge canvas of courses which are offered. I think this is a very consolidated slide where we boast of having about 200,000 brilliant students who are studying, and 10,000 plus faculty. Just see the HR, the amount of HR, and we have about 150 institutions. And MET education group does not only offer the undergraduate, postgraduate, and postdoctoral education. We have schools, and these schools are very good. I think I'm wrong. I won't be wrong if I say in last few years the toppers in CBSE had been from the MET schools, and we have also MET global schools. And the philosophy of MET education group is that it is a science, R&D, and the innovation driven university, and which is testified by the number of patents and publications and the technology transfer, which I would be dwelling more. But at the moment, I can say that we are proud to have 35,000 plus research publications with the H index of all the faculty of 133, 900 books, 4,000 case studies, and we are proud to say that about 400 research projects have been pursued or are being pursued, and we have 206 patents, and out of which 2006 patents, and out of which 242 have been granted. This speaks a volume, because for any university, for any research, I think we need three components: the infrastructure, the HR, means the scientist, and the environment. I think I can very proudly say that I find all the three components very strengthened in this university. If we talk of okay, before I come to infrastructure, I'll go that as far as the patent goes, MET was awarded the National Intellectual Property Award in 2020 by Dr. Honorable Minister Dr. Piyush Goyal. And recently, day before yesterday, another award has been given by CII to the MET for the best patent portfolio in the academic center. I think first runner-up. And MET Research Center ecosystem, it is enabled by various departments, like we have a IPR protection cell separately, Director of Innovation and Technology Transfer, we have MET Technology Enabling Center, MET Center for Entrepreneurship, and EDEC, what Dr. Chaudhary was saying, eCell. So all these centers, all these groups, they enable or hasten or support the R&D in the campuses. And FST and STIF, there are two other very important groups who not only support, they mentor some of the departments and alliances, facilitating the research for funding, sharing with them the various calls, research calls, or connecting them to various agencies so that the faculty members can be more effective and efficient in doing R&D. Areas of expertise, I think I need not to say, already our esteemed faculty members have shared with you. And I think we work right from biological sciences, physical sciences, space sciences, or social sciences, or material sciences, engineering sciences. You think of the area where and we are working. And some which needs highlight is click chemistry. I think we are missing Dr. Mona Lisa Mukherjee. It's a very vibrant department, and Dr. B.N. Malik has already shared the USP of a neuroscience department in MIT University. And artificial intelligence, which is being given a lot of importance, and Center for Excellence is being created in MIT University, Noida, and we are going to have pentaflop computing facility here, and which would be available. I think this is one of the upcoming strength, which BIREC can think of leveraging for their programs, where we will have the mutual win-win situation. I think the second leg, which I said for R&D, environment, is the quality human resource development. MIT connects with stalwarts at global level. Here is the list where we connect ourselves to plenty of Nobel laureates. They come, they mentor our faculty, and we collaborate with them. And here is the list. And we have fellows. What has been told that MIT University has got maximum number of Ramalingam and Ramanujan fellows, and that was declared by DBT. And in 2023, MIT got the maximum number of Ramalinga awards. 5, which is the highest, with MIT as the host. And some of them are sitting here. Dr. Manoj Garg, who was a Ramalinga fellow, now he's a professor. Dr. Pallavi Agarwal, she is also here, and few more. When they join here, after completion, they are absorbed as the faculty members. And because based on the merit, Dr. Pallavi Agarwal, she was given direct professorship after completion of the Ramalinga Fellow. That kind of environment where we nurture, we support the talent is available in MIT. Another glimpse of fellows who are with us, and DST Inspire Fellows, and we have Ramalinga Fellows for 23. These 5 fellows who have been awarded. Now, infrastructure. I'll say that infrastructure, we have basically, quite a strength, or quite a reasonably good infrastructure, and which is being grown daily. We have, for biological sciences, the molecular biology labs. We have analytical labs where we have FACS, we have, mass spectrometry, gel documentation, and culture facilities, laser light scattering, where you can particle size analyzer, HPLC, and IR. We have basically most of the research equipments which are needed, and also for the agriculture sciences. And we also boast of having some of the niche projects funded to us. One is by the DATRA project, by the US government in the nuclear security state of nuclear security, where we have a nuclear security state of the art laboratory in our nuclear science, MIT Institute of Nuclear Science. And another is the DRDO funded one project under the Dare to Dream scheme, where the professor, the researcher, is developing a program, a software for recognizing an individual based on the physiological parameters, and who is Professor Shivani Verma. And just see the flexibility in the system at MIT. She is professor as well as she is director of the startup. Then synergy of brains, we connect a lot, which is being pushed by FSTIA. So we have about 296 MOUs, including national and international, where we connect with them and we facilitate and strengthen our R&D efforts. We also connect with a lot of industry, because as being said by Dr. Malik, that ultimately the trio, academia, industry, and the society, they have to come together to make sense of the science, to take science to the people. So we have a list of industries whom we connect and work with them, and technologies have been transferred to them. Some of the innovations which have been done, I think have been, many have been highlighted. One is the triple conjugate by Dr. B.C. Das, where it is the targeted delivery. They have utilized the curcumin, which is the chemosensitizer, and this triple conjugate has folate, because in the cancer cell the folate receptors are more. It will help in the homing. Then curcumin is there, which is a chemosensitizer, and you have a doxorubicin drug. So at a lower concentration, we would be able to deliver the large or sufficient amount of drug. So this is patented and a very, very good piece of work which has been established in MIT. Rutonic, I think a lot has been said about the Rutonic by Dr. Amit Khadakwal. No need to say that. And agrivoltaic cells, water analysis, self-sustained system for generating electricity from the wastewater, that is the work by Dr. V.K. Jain, using nano-based sponge for efficient cleaning of industrial effluents, graphene quantum dots, biodegradable plastic, that also by Dr. Mrs. Khadakwal, herbal mosquito repellent, herbal packaging material, reusable water. Lot of ultimately to come, which are more close to the BioRec, is repurposing of the drugs using AI. That is also one of the group who is working on the repurposing. Herbal remedies, phytopharmaceuticals, and targeted delivery of the novel brain receptors, natural L-DOPA, bandages for quick healing of the wounds. Many very important projects are being pursued. I think miniaturization antennas and heat sink for cooling of the solar panel, heat exchange, masks, LPG sensors, and the list is huge. And which was mentioned, this appeared in the newspaper, where the MIT group has used AI for hastening the process of vaccine development by Dr. Rawal. And also using AI and deep learning for drug repurposing. This is a very important area which is being pursued. And bioenzymatic reusable biosensor, which is the technology has been transferred of this, which I will mention. And glycated hemoglobin biosensors, I think biosensor is a big group which is being pursued here. Smart bandages, space science and technology. We have a space science and technology which is headed by Dr. Prasad, who is not here, where they are in collaboration with ISRO and DRDO pursuing many projects on image analysis. This I have already shared with you, that Dare to Dream, where Divya Drishti and that project to differentiate between friend and the foe using physiological parameters. Agriculture, Dr. Nutan Kaushik has amply said, particularly agriculture biotechnology. This is a huge group under her, where they are pursuing many things, and plenty of technologies, more than 12, about 30 technologies have been transferred. And this novel protease enzyme, which was transferred to the Balaji Advanced Systems, and recently another technology has been transferred about 2 months back, AI-based software for detection of male infertility. It is the latest technology which has been transferred. So ultimately, if we see the research initiatives in this university in MTR, two main focus is not only in R&D, but to do the translational research, to translate the research to reach to the user. A new center has been established, MIT Center for Translational Research, Professor Hridesh Prakash, who is leading that. So the founder president feels that we find the problems of the society and we work not only for the long gestation period research, but quickly can we make some product, some process, so that it can help to solve or to relieve the pain of the society. With this philosophy, the team MIT works to develop products and technologies, and which is testified by the number of technologies transferred. In the private setup, I find that it is the most vibrant place. When I say that it's the happening place, and we talk of the happening area in the happening place. When I say happening area is the biotechnology. Biotechnology is known for decades, times immemorial. We used to make curd. But the emergence of biotechnology in last decade and a half is very much. This is because the combination of physical scientists, chemistry, physics, then mathematics people came. Now it has further been given impetus by the computer scientists, what we say AI. And today, biotechnology, of any specialty, people want to work in biotechnology, and biotechnology's canvas has grown to that level that it can help any area, or it can pursue, or it can participate in any area of research. And the people who propel this R&D is the faculty. And this cohort, we are proud to say that the list of Stanford University, that 2% of the scientists, plenty of about half a dozen each in those lists appear from MIT. Means if we see that the third party, recognition and, certification, it boosts our morale. So with this, I'll say that BIRAC people are here. Now, what we submit, we want to submit that with this multidisciplinary approach, multi-sectorial establishment, in what way you can help us in taking in your framework, in what way that we can participate. About 12 projects have been done, are being pursued. This is one aspect, because now we have also embarked at the higher platform. In what way we can participate, one. And the strength which we have, the infrastructure strength, the HR strength, because we have many campuses situated in the country, how you can leverage the MIT's infrastructure for BIRAC, so that we have a win-win situation. And you are going to have this exhibition, and we submit that you join hands, and we would say that we have a preferential relationship, or कहते हैं कि हमारे ज्यादा मित्र हैं, तो आई थिंक उस तरह की मित्रता होनी चाहिए प्रोफेशनल लेवल पे, so that we can do something more impactful. I think with this, I'll say thank you.
Thank you very much for seeing my elaborate description of the MIT and their achievement. And one thing I can add, you have covered. Whatever I have heard, perhaps that is missed. That I mentioned that with these, the founder president's innovative ideas and all. So where that the digital things comes into the use in bioinformatics, you said the computer science. So now the new center, the Center for Artificial Intelligence has been established with the director, M.K. Datta. He is not here. Yes, you said it. Oh, that's I'm mistaken. That's okay. Thank you so much. So with this,
Yes, sir.
yes, please.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Prachi Kaushik is Manager, Investment at Biotechnology Industry Assistant Research Assistant Council, BIREC, Delhi, India. Her work profile involves managing biotechnology industry partnership program, which is based on PPP model, which is directed towards funding industry-oriented projects involving high risk up to pre-commercialization stage. Technically involved in the evaluation of projects aligned to energy, environment, and secondary agriculture. Dr. Prachi is MSc Biotechnology from Barkatullah Vishwavidyalaya and PhD from IIT Delhi. May I now request Dr. Prachi Kaushik to deliver her talk on BIRAC initiatives in nurturing biotech innovation ecosystem.
So, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to extend my gratitude to Dr. Sharma, Dr. Das, and Dr. Singh for such a warm welcome. And I would like to thank MIT University for giving me this opportunity to share what the achievements BILAC has brought about so far and what are the activities that we are all involved in. So, although initially it was just directed towards the roadshow for Global Bio India, but listening from all the faculty members present here, I think I'll also brief you regarding various programs that are being run, which might be of benefit to you and are of your interest. So, first of all, describing BIRAC, as you all know, it is Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, which was developed by Department of Biotechnology in the year 2012. So BIRAC is equivalent to a name equivalent for an organization which is for nurturing innovation from ideation to commercialization. So we have various programs. In my subsequent slides, I will talk about them, which supports all the aspects of technology and the product development. Biotechnology sector, you all are working in this sector, you are aware of the challenges being faced. It requires heavy investments. The technologies have a longer gestation period. It involves high risk, and the success is not, you don't achieve a very high success rate, but yet it is a very rewarding sector to work in. So BIRAC is a central agency which empowers, enables, and accelerates the biotech innovation ecosystem in India. We have been supporting startups, entrepreneurs, medium and large scale companies for high risk innovations to develop innovative and affordable products addressing the unmet needs of the society. We support projects across all the thematic areas which we are, under biotechnology, be it healthcare, medtech devices, industrial biotechnology, agriculture, and its allied areas such as aquaculture, veterinary sciences, waste management, sanitation, and clean energy. So this is the cycle which we support right from the ideation till the commercialization. So for ideation, we have started involving many young entrepreneurs, young professionals through our various schemes such as EUA and Sitare. These are the fellowship-based programs which are being provided. Then the first taste of entrepreneurship to these young professionals is given through our SIP program, which is the Spurge immersion program. So, through this particular program is being run through various Spurge centers. And I look forward to your application also the next time we, advertise the opening for the centers for this program from MIT as well. So this is done through various thematic areas such as maternal and child health, waste to health, food and nutrition, and medtech devices are also a part of it. So various PERSH fellows are recruited under these programs, and they are, for the first 6 months, they are supposed to work very closely with these centers, and they get to, understand the various unmet needs that are being faced by different sectors of the society, and they come up with the solution to tackle such problems and develop a prototype. By the end of SIP fellow, I think you would be more, abreast with the technology development part and the product development part, and you become more aware of, how this entrepreneurship system works, and you would be, you are expected to get more funds in terms of BIG grant, where, you have an idea where you think you would be able to develop a product, and then by the end of it, you can also, you are encouraged to set up your own enterprise if you think you are more passion for it. Then this is about the ideation and idea. Then to develop the POC, so BADAC has a mandate to, in a majority we support industries, but do we have certain programs which are for the academia as well. So AIR is like an equivalent of a BIG for which is meant for the academia. If you have any proof of principle with you and you want to develop a POC, you can apply under AIR program. I would be coming, I thought that here more of the faculty members would be involved, so I focused more on the PACE program. But then I can see that you have a full-fledged incubation cell here. You have a lot of startups and entrepreneurs working here. So for them, I would suggest BIPP and SIBRI are the two schemes where through SIBRI, which is equivalent to establishing an early stage validation for any technology or product. So you can develop a POC and you can take your product or a technology up to early stage validation. If you are a company, it doesn't matter whether you are a startup or an SME, you can apply under SIBRI. It has to be having a 51% Indian shareholding. Then for late stage validation, we give support through BIPP program, which I'm myself handling. So these are the various stages leading, or these are all grant-based schemes which are, being run by RAC itself internally. For academia, once you are done with AIR, which is for the setup of proof of concept, and you want to further scale it up or validate this technology with the help of an industry collaborator, you can apply under CRS scheme as well. So these are the grant-based schemes which are, towards the lower part of the arrow. And from the above part, you have various schemes which are being run by the Bionest supported bioincubators of BIRAC, which is the seed fund, leap fund, ACE fund, again curated for the different stages of the product or the technology which is being developed. So these are the schemes which are run through the bioincubators. They identify their own startups who are eligible for this fund. These are basically equity-based funds. So the incubator itself take some equity in these startups or the companies which are being supported under this program. And in the end, for the commercialization aspect, we have PCU program, which is the product commercialization unit. Again, it is a grant-based program which is being run internally itself by BIRAC for extending the manufacturing capability of any startup. So startup, we believe they usually have challenges in, scaling up the manufacturing facility, their existing facility. Most of them are incubated companies, so they don't have their own facilities. If you need any help and assistance with that, you can apply under PCU. PCU, again, like Bionest, it is open all around here. So whenever you think you are ready to apply and you have a proposal ready, you can apply for these. So BIRAC gives supports in the form of entrepreneurships. The grants are given in the form of funding is given in the form of grants, investments. We provide incubation support. In fact, the setup of these incubator is taken up through Bionest scheme. Mentorship is provided in different forms: technical, business, IP, legal, regulatory. So when I talk of mentorship, it's just not the the evaluation which is being done through our technical committees. Other than that, we have our own BIRAC path scheme. If you are a BIRAC grantee in any of the schemes, you are eligible to apply under path scheme, which will assist you with the filing of your IP and other things. If you are interested in going a step ahead, towards commercialization, you can make avail of the scheme. Then we have our full-fledged legal cell, which just goes through all the agreements and the MOUs which are being submitted to BILAC, which is our part, which are related to the project. So we get them also, vetted by the legal if they are all fine or not. And then with respect to the regulatory, so we have a regulatory cell, and there is a special session which is held every first Friday of every month. So this particular session is called the First Hub session. Since if you are, not just even if you are not a BILAC grantee, you can make avail of this session. If you have any query related to regulatory aspect of your technology and product, you can just, we have a portal at BILAC website itself. You can feed in your query, and we will take up it with the various stakeholders which are represented by various regulatory bodies of India, such as DCGI. Then we have representation from FSSAI, BIS, etc. They come and they sit and they will just, listen to your query, and they will try to give you an answer there itself. Then, of course, being a BILAC grantee gives you different platforms, both at national as well as at global level, to showcase your technology or the product. So, and before we switch, come over to the various schemes that are being run by BILAC, there is one, you can say a technology readiness level. This is one system which we want, our probable applicants to have an understanding of. So keeping NASA TRL levels as reference, BILAC itself has come up with different definitions which are, more easily connected by by our grantees for different thematic areas such as devices and diagnostics, drugs, biosimilars, stem cells, vaccines, industrial biotechnology, agriculture. So since these thematic areas are pretty different, so they have a very different TRL definition. So I would suggest you to, just if you'll just Google BILAC TRL levels, the whole web page will open, and then you can, have an understanding of what the TRL levels are and at what level you are currently at. And if you want to progress towards these TRL levels, what all is required, what all regulatory challenges, what all regulatory clearances that might be required for you to, get it by the end commercialized, you can have an idea of that. So I would just recommend you to go through these definitions so that you are more aware at what TRL you are at and how, whether you are actually progressing through these TRLs through your research or not. So this is the scheme which I thought was you might be more interested in, which is the PACE scheme, promoting academic research conversion to enterprise. So it has two programs. First is the academic innovation research, which is like a big program for industries. You can develop a POC through the scheme, and any academia can apply for the scheme either with an industry partner or without an industry partner. It is not mandatory to have one, but yes, it would be advisable if you have some letter of intent from an industry who is, interested in taking this technology further, because AIR has been curated to be which is supposed to be a pipeline for CRS. So once you are finished with your AIR program, we expect you to come for a CRS program, which is for the scale up or a validation of your technology by the industrial partner. So for CRS, industrial collaboration is the mandate. So we have many other agencies who have been, supporting academia and various universities for their projects. BILAC in a way is different because we want to support the programs, the projects which have translational potential. So projects if you are interested in applying under AIR, just be sure that you have some proof of principle available with you, and it should be having some national relevance or should have a commercial potential. We do not support any basic or exploratory research or projects without well-established proof of principle or low commercial potential. We support projects up to 24 months of the duration, and we have a capping in the funding under this scheme, which is 50 lakhs, and only 10% of this cost is given as the non-recurring part. IP rights should reside with the academia. So, like I said, academic institutes, be it public or private, university, NGO, or research foundation, which have well-established support system for research, should be the primary applicant. They can either apply solely or jointly with another academic institute or an industrial partner. CRS, the academia should have at least a POC developed with them, and it should be evident with their, any publication or patent which has been filed by the academia. Academia has to be the primary applicant and should come with an industry collaborator. Funding should be in the form of grant, which should be provided to both academic as well as industrial partner. Like in our other schemes, which are more towards the PPP mode, we don't expect any industry partner to make a contribution towards this project. It is a 100% grant-based scheme. IP rights should reside with the academia, and the industry partner has the first right of refusal for commercial exploitation of the new IP. If they are not interested in taking it up forward, that is fine with us. So this is the slide which, summarizes the impact BIRAC as an organization has created so far. So till date, we have created 75 incubation centers, and we have more than 800 products in the market. We have supported more than 4,000 startups, and more than 350 research institutes have been benefited through our various schemes. More than 1,300 IPs have been filed. So these are some of the products which are there in the market, and we have, in our website, we have a booklet, the compendium of all the technologies which has been developed through BIRAC support are listed there. So coming on to the, the upcoming event, which we have Global Bio India 2023. So we are holding this event from 4th to 6th of December at Bharat Mandapam Pragati Maidan. And we all urge you all to be a part of this event. We are going to hold a lot of activities, sessions, etc., which will be of your interest. In fact, I have heard, during Dr. Tyagi's presentation that you have a separate cell. And in fact, Dr. Neeraj was also specifying that the whole artificial intelligence sector is being promoted at MIT. So we have various meetings which are related to AI and drug discovery. There's a special session which is being held for this particular area. So I would urge you all to be a part of this visit and just listen to the speakers, what they are doing. And we have various global speakers also which would be a part of this session. So I would urge you to be a part and come. Then again, you see, we are also coming up with a major program on biomanufacturing, where we are going to, we have identified 6 to 7 verticals which are related to biotechnology, and AI and establishment of AI biohubs is one of the part. And soon you'll be seeing various calls under this sector seeking applications from both academia as well as the startups to apply under various verticals. Bio AI Hub is going to be one of them. Other than that, we have precision therapeutics, then we have specialty chemicals, mRNA therapy. All these verticals, food and nutraceuticals, smart proteins, functional foods, all are going to be publicized in another 2 to 3 months of time. So coming back to this Global Bio India event, we are, in this particular event, we are going to see participation from more than 50 countries, and more than 500 exhibitors from India as well as abroad are expected. It is going to be attended by more than 3,000 delegates, and more than 1,000 startups are going to be a part of this event. We are going to have various bio partnering sessions where B2B meetings are going to be held, various policy dialogues. We are seeing representation by various policy heads who would be there deliberating on various aspects, including the regulatory reforms that are required, because we want to give boost to biomanufacturing in the coming years. And for that, we also need a very robust regulatory framework to be in place before, we could think of commercialization on that aspects. So, who should attend? Like I said, this particular event is going to cover almost all the aspects of biotechnology related to biopharma, bioagri, bioindustrial, bioenergy, bioservices, and medtech. So, if in any way you are connected or you are doing research in any of these areas, please be welcome to participate in this event. We are going to have various exhibits from the companies, from the services, CROs who are working in this area, and you can interact with them and can see how you can best collaborate with them and take your leads ahead. So I'm not going to go into the details of day-wise programs. It is all available at our website, Global in BioIndia 2023. So, but during the entire 3-day event, we are going to see super sessions, which are, going to be there. It is open to all, and whosoever is interested, they can come. It is going to be related to raising funds and how biomanufacturing is going to be taken up at a large scale jointly by DBT and by RAC. We have certain niche area meetings on lignin valorization, drug discovery, and AI. Then we have various strategic blueprints which might be helpful in catalyzing the investments, how we can, encourage the startups to get more investments. Like we see, we are facing funding winters in this sector specifically. So how you can overcome that. So advantages, if we have a category for academia also, we are giving the opportunity to them to also exhibit their put up their stall and exhibit, which is going to it will be helpful in showcasing your product or technology to all the delegates which are going to come and visit and give you a global presence as well. So we have various partnership proposals. If anyone is interested to be a partner and be a sponsor in this event, those packages are also available. So we have 2 modes of registration, standard as well as package. Standard is just you can register and be a part of visit. You can be a part of this, participate in this event as a delegate. If you opt for a package registration, then you can be an exhibitor also and make avail of various other opportunities which are there, be part to a bio partnering meet or exhibit, etc. So these are all the details which are there on the website. So due to the paucity of time, I don't want to go into the details. So for any more information regarding this event, please visit the website globalbioindia.org. And in case you want to have a more detailed discussion on the schemes, then I would, because it is going to take a lot of time covering all the aspects of the schemes and what if who is eligible for what, please write to me. If I'm not the concerned person, I will connect to the person who is dealing with the program directly to you. Thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you very much. I will invite
We are pleased to have Professor Dr. W. Silvamurthy, President ASTEF and DG Amity Directorate of Science and Innovation and Chancellor Amity University, Uttar Pradesh. He earlier served as Chief Controller, Research and Development, DRDO. We welcome you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Prachi, for the very informative presentation. Ms. Aanchal Verma is a molecular biologist by training. She is currently working as a young professional program fellow at Startup Incubation and Innovation Center, IIT Kanpur. She connects with budding entrepreneurs across the nation. She is a problem solver with out-of-box thinking and take on challenging projects independently or in a team. She planned and organized various outreach programs across India, both in person and via webinars. inculcated innovative thinking and strategic planning in college students. She is BTech Biotech from Dr. D.Y. Patil University and MTech from BITS Pilani. May I now request Ms. Achal Verma to deliver her talk on success stories of biotech entrepreneurs. May you please, ma'am?
For 10 years, 30 years in the lab, directors of 3 labs. They passed the APR in hours. You directly work with
What an honor.
Raji, when you joined this?
By that, I joined in 2015.
The time was
Twilight was established in 2012. I joined at the time. Early stages.
Thank you for the warm welcome. It's a pleasure to be back here again. And I hope you're very much comfortable with Hindi and English. So, thank you. Since I do have the technical background, but I somehow did not want to work with one particular field. That is why I joined the incubator. So I get to work with people from different backgrounds, faculties, entrepreneurs, students as well. So I guess bade logon ne baat kar li. So I would like to talk to the students now. I hope I'm audible. You're all here. Good. Welcome. Okay. How many of you have business family background? Since you are all here studying technology, how many of you have business family background? Anyone? Okay. ठीक है, no problem. Shark Tank किसने देखा है? देखा. Okay. What have you learned from Shark Tank? कॉलेज में सब सीखते हैं, स्कूल में सब सीखते हैं, फैमिली से सब सीखते हैं. शार्क टैंक को एंटरटेनमेंट की जगह लेक्चर किसने देखा? Anyone? No problem. So, as Prachi Ma'am said, there are huge number of opportunities for you to explore. There are number of schemes which obviously faculty is availing, but you as a student, as someone who is still pursuing something, can still avail. Because jab tak aap seekh rahe ho, that is where you are also learning how to think, how to apply, how to work. So I work for a small program called as BIG. It's a biotechnology ignition grant. It gives you 50 lakh rupees for you to work on your idea, make a product for yourself and sell it to others. That is all we ask. So what is BIG? It supports research-based business ideas to the proof of concept and validation. It's a royalty-based grant, meaning it is not a loan. We give you 50 lakh rupees and we expect that you do your work. And if you're successful, give us only the amount that we gave you. There is no additional charge, no additional interest, nothing at all. And only if you're able to return. It is a blind investment in you. It's for a duration of 18 months. And it is not a research grant. We would want a product out of you. Simple. So just like how competitive JEE is, NEET is, Ramalinga Fellowship, etc. is, BIG is very competitive. Every call, we get more than 1,000 applications and we have to select top 50 for the funding. So 50 plus 50 twice a year makes 100 applicants or 100 grantees a year. So when you go out, introduce yourself, said, hi, I am a BIG grantee. It's very good to see you here, ma. People do recognize you. Not only people, your government agencies, both private investors will recognize you that since you are the cream of the cream among the innovation in the country, they would love to offer you follow-on funding. So when you start thinking as a businessman and not as a scientist, so this is a very good opportunity for you. Even by itself, BIG is a prestigious grant which offers you 50 lakh rupees. And obviously, everybody knows biotechnology is a very huge umbrella term, and there are different domains where BIG can support you, starting from medical devices, diagnostics, AI/ML, veterinary sciences, industrial biotechnology, agri-tech, drugs and biopharma, environmental sciences, and even clean energy. So with the introduction that we got, every one of you has the potential to have at least one BIG grant under your name. So as I said, it does not take a lot for you to apply. You need to be an Indian national, you need to be a graduate degree holder, and just an amazing idea, which at TRL level 3 or below, which means that you are just starting out, you have the idea and you know it will work theoretically, and all you have to do is convince the panel that I know this will work, I want to make this work, and I will do it. That is all it takes. The application is all on the portal. To help you do that, there are 8 BIG partners, FITT, IIT Kanpur, and among everyone else. So just like how in a unit test or in a semester exam, not all topics are given equal weightage. Since it's a ignition grant, we focus a lot on novelty and the team strength. We understand you are an individual, and if you are the future CEO, you may not be the one-man army that it requires to run a company. We understand that. So have a team with you. A professor can take the students, their mentors with them. Students can take their professors along with them. You can have a team across departments to help you reach your goal. Giving you examples, I will try to pitch in the questions and let's see if you can guess their answers. So Phytomark is a company which is led by a pharmacy ex-professor rather, and he did not like the fact that the big pharma companies, to make a small vial of 99.999% pure chemicals, are charging so much. So he has a pharmacy background, he knows the importance of the phytochemicals, he knows the procedure how to isolate. What do? Students, professors, anyone? It's a very easy thing to challenge the system and ask a small the same chemicals are a lesser coat, but that doesn't really help. So he did very simple thing. He redid the machine. He is following basic chromatography principle, but he redid it in a very simple way so that it is easier for him to scale up. And that is what he's working on currently. IAPS are Kashmir-based grantees, and they worked on the problem that they faced themselves on a daily basis. Being in Kashmir, it is very difficult to predict the weather in the next 1 hour, 2 hour at least. And the weather very sadly affects their apple growth. So being a PhD student in the Sher-e-Kashmir University, they developed an AI-driven cloud-based DSS on Apple, which provides custom-based and location-based advisories to the orchardists. Again, driven by a personal interest, Monastic Technologies is a Pune-based startup. They have designed an end-to-end solution in the neurology healthcare ecosystem. pool, how many of you are aware of? Anyone? Exactly. They came in the Shark Tank, they defended their pitch, but they started off as a BIG grantee called Kanpur Flower Cycling Private Limited. जो फूल हम श्रद्धा से मंदिर में चढ़ाते हैं एंड फिर बाद में गंगा जमुना में चली जाती है, उसका इफेक्ट आज दिख रहा है in terms of how the pollution and environment is being affected. They are addressing that problem statement by recycling the temple flower wastes and repurposing them into dhoop and agarbatti. Apart from that, they have also... Yes, ma'am.
On temple flowers through and collecting throughout country different flowers from different temples, and she is converting them into biogas and value added products. So we are also working on that.
That's wonderful, ma'am. They have also developed another technology to repurpose the same starting material and make something which feels and looks like leather. So it's a vegan leather made from recycled material, which they call as fleather. Another IISc based grantee, Mag Heals, they used very simple technology. So they wanted to make the life simpler for the cancer patients. How do you treat cancer? What is the usual procedure? How do you treat cancer? Which therapy? Chemotherapy, correct. And radiotherapy, exactly. What else can you add in this? Surgery is fine. Making lives easier. Okay, so what she did is she attempted to add heat energy. So if you have a superficial cancer, so obviously you're giving radiation, you're giving chemicals, the body is deteriorating, fine. But she developed a magnetic bandage so that you wrap it around, which when you apply heat, it translates into heat energy. And with that, it was very efficiently seen that the cancer treatment was very efficient. So it takes less time, less money, less suffering for the individual and the family. And finally, Mr. Devi Prasad comes from a farmer background. He has firsthand seen how labor intensive it is, the whole agriculture, and obviously it's not this small piece of land. There are huge farms and they have to be maintained. So his innovation is so simple. He has made something that looks like a wheelchair, but as you push the cart, the wheels will move and it will help you plant seeds one at a time. It will also help you to spray the pesticide in a very safe way so that the user's health is not affected. See, these are some of the very simple ideas which have got BIRAC funding. So it does not take a lot to generate the idea, but it is that drive and the passion that this is my idea, this is why I want to do, I will do it no matter what. That is what it requires. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for a very motivational presentation. I take pride in introducing Mr. Sanjay Bharadwaj. Mr. Bharadwaj, a senior management professional having proven leadership skill with 25 years experience in venture funding, artificial intelligence, blockchain technologies, cryptocurrency, medicine, genomics.
What happened when you are leaving all? What? Do you have a class or anything? What?
Students, please come back and take your seat. Yeah. Bioinformatics, information technology, and energy sectors. He has developed various business models on digital currency in UAE, UK, and Italy. He has also proposed blockchain-based technologies to develop to Department of Science and Technology in agriculture and microfinancing sectors. He held senior positions in sales, corporate planning, marketing, and consulting roles in different places like Australia, China, US, EU, Southeast Asia, Middle East Asia, and India. He has worked with leading companies such as Aditya Birla Group, Samsung, Sumitomo, and has been advisor to Government of China, Jiangsu Province, and China Arts Association, Ministry of Culture. He is an alumnus of IIT Delhi and MBA from University of New South Wales, Sydney, Australia. May I now request Mr. Sanjay Bharadwaj to deliver his talk on his entrepreneur journey in developing digital health startup. May you please, sir?
So hi, good afternoon. So my name is Sanjay Bhardwaj. So I'm here to talk about the startup which is incubated in SIC Kanpur, and we have Center of Biodesign from Stanford University, and we have Software Technology Park of India. So they are partner to us and incubating us. So basically, thank you so much for inviting us. And with this August gathering, Dr. Sharma, Dr. Das, Dr. Singh, and Dr. Selva Murthy. So I am in a very very learned audiences and learned presences here. So let me start. What is the basically a paradigm shift which is happening. I've seen the life sciences industry which has grown, whether it's in US, whether in Australia, whether it's in India. So we talk about changing paradigm shift. We started with drug discovery. We started with molecular biology. We were looking at molecular markers. Then came the era of bioinformatics and the products which are developed on bioinformatics and molecular biology. Now we are talking about artificial intelligence, machine learning. So, it is a graduation process, and industry has moved very fast in this space, and a lot of data is being generated. So you are talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning in this, and you know that your retina, your eye, and it can be important part of any assessment of your health disease. And you're talking about voice. Voice is also a very important area, which if you decipher that, and if you decipher the digital extract of voice, and it can be a very important part of various health conditions, you can assess through that. So I am here to talk about that. I'm not here, a small disclaimer, I'm not here to sell Manodyam. I'm here to talk about my journey in Manodyam and how we overcame certain challenges, and what are basically, certain areas which you should be, any entrepreneurs which is looking at, these are the areas which they should be looking at. How to find an opportunity, how to find a problem set, and how to fill a gap, and what are the vehicles and tools available for that. So that is what I'm going to talk about. So when we talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning and through voice-based sampling, that's what we are doing. So it can be a very important community, community medicine where you can screen vast population through voice samples, because voice does not take any cost. While any other method you talk about iris scan or X-ray machines and all that, these are very costly mechanism. So we are talking about sort of a decision support system which is very cheap, and we are offering this solution at 1 rupee per day to any potential health assessment or any potential healthcare seeker. So that is what we are working on. So let me start with a case study, and we'll talk about what has been the process we adopted in terms of coming out a conclusion that this is the right way of going forward in mental health. So we are basically a voice markers based artificial intelligence powered emotional health and wellness program. I am sure that you have a very distinguished faculty in these areas, and I'll have some proposal for that. I'll talk about that. So why we are building it? There are a lot of everybody knows that mental health is a very big problem, but typical venture capitalist or funding agencies will look for data. Why we are doing, is there a demand supply gap, or is there market enough for that? So even big will also look at those sort of input data on that. So that is important for any company to provide, and what is the value they are adding into to the population. We're talking at productivity enhancement, if there is economic loss. So these are the things which they look at. If there is a problem, what is the problem and how we are solving it, that is important. So if you look at in a mental health space, the problem is that it is still a stigma and taboo. Not many people will come up. So if you go to a psychiatrist, still it's a stigma. If you can give a solution which is online and where their identity is being protected, and they can work it out from a comfort of their home. So that is a solution. It will be much more appreciated by healthcare seeker, mental health care seeker. Second thing is, today mental health is something which is episodal. Today morning I had a fight with my family, and I'm very depressed. And I go to a doctor, and he assessed me as a depression. But this is a episodal data point. So what happens is, like, if you need to have a continuity in terms of data, you need to have a over a scanning of probably in a day or a week or a month or half yearly, then only you can come out with an intelligent decision support system on that. So that is very important on that. So these are the typical gaps which we saw in the industry, and we try to work out in our solution. That's what the point I want to emphasize on. So you look at after I assess through a voice-based assessment or voice-based artificial intelligence system, what we need to do is we need to provide a solution to that. So what kind of solution we can do? Historically we've seen Ayurveda and yoga and meditation. They are a very important tool for having a very important mental health management and condition solving. So that is what we look at as a adjunct therapies in terms of mental health. So then we have a lot of research which is happening. We have research happening in MET. We are having a research happening in IIC Bangalore. We are happening Vimans, Nimhans, IIT Kanpur. But these are in silos. They are not digitized. So that is one of the problems which we are facing. So if we have all the information available in digital format, I think, and the collaborative research, I think we can fast leap, and leap forward in the area of healthcare in this space. So I'll come to that. This slide, I will have a video on this. So how we are doing it? You can do it from a home. You can do it from a mobile phone. You can have a smart, watches, smart devices, voice chat box. You can do with that. Then you need to have a AI-based system. How does AI-based system works? First, we take a voice sample. Then these voice sample has a noise reduction. Then we extract 32 digital features from that. So these features are basically supervised, learned by the normal method of assessment, which is PHQ-9, GAT-7, and what our WHO standards are. And then you create a model for that, and there is a statistical model which works on. We are right now working on MLP, multi-level pre-positioning, and that has given us 81% accuracy on that. So this all work is being done by IIT Kanpur, and Anchal has been very instrumental in that. Professor Sandan, he is spearheading that. So we have we have claim to fame is that we have a first voice-based lab in IIT Kanpur, and which has been developing artificial intelligence modeling on that, and we can look for collaboration on that. I'll come to that. Then after assessment, right now we are looking at only depression and anxiety, but then there are other mental health conditions. Then there are neurodegenerative conditions we are looking at. So all these things are requiring collaborative research, and it requires bigger ecosystem around us to be faster available to the market, faster available to the healthcare seekers. So that is very important aspect. So collaboration is a key for this, and we are looking for that. And as I told you, what we are looking at in terms of adjunct therapies, we have psychiatric consultation, mentors and life coaches, yoga video and life classes, group therapies. So with this, we are looking at 17 different mental health conditions, and I feel that this voice-based technology, which is very nascent in India, and there are not many concentrated research and concentrated effort which is made to make it a commercial venture. I think in terms of commercial venture, we are one among very few. But then there has been sporadic research which is happening in India, whether you talk about Vimans, whether you talk about some of the projects from Big also has been given, but those have been purely research-based and grant-based project, but commercial entity where they can claim that it is ₹1 for a mental health care seeker. I think we have taken a lead on that. In terms of our data, so this is a validation done by Wallis Voice Lab. So we have done, we got around 82% accuracy on that, and Professor Sandan, his precision lab, is working on that. And right now we are talking about depression and anxiety. Then over a period of time, next 18 months, we will have around 10 to 12 different healthcare conditions on that. This is very important. When we talk about AI-powered voice lab, what is the significance and what is the utility of AI-powered voice lab? First of all, we have to understand that voice is an important, ingredient in terms of your health, assessing your healthcare condition. We are talking about mental health right now, but then we are looking at neurodegenerative disease. We are looking at cardiovascular disease. We are talking about voice disorder. We are talking about respiratory syndromes. We are talking about emotions, fatigue, important part. You're talking about car accidents and all that, and railway accidents and all that. These are part of fatigue. So this has a very important social benefits in that. So the point I'm trying to make, we have started an effort of developing a voice-based lab, currently working on mental health, but then there are other areas for collaboration which we can think about. I'll skip the marketing segments and all that. I think everybody knows about it. Healthcare, mental health is a very important space. Elder care is important. Young students are committing suicides when we talk about very prominent education institutes and all that. They have depression problems. So there is a huge market on that. But how to address the market is the key. There are solutions which are coming, which says that they can give a telepsychiatry model. But tell me where you have 1:7 ratio over 100,000, means you have one psychiatry or one healthcare giver, and against the 7 which is requiring, then there is a huge demand supply gap. Even though telepsychiatry model has a constraint on that. So you need to come out with a solution which says, you can work it out under, under your home and from anywhere, and protect your identity. Second thing is, we require, doctors, and we require an artificial intelligence system which will help a doctor, which will help clinician, which will help a psychiatrist and psychologist, which will give an assessment which they do in 2 hours, 3 hours, or 1 hour, but it can do it in 30 seconds. So that is the addition we provide to a doctor. Then we're talking about adjunct therapies. What is adjunct therapies? You can give psychologists or psychiatrists can give certain level of group therapies and psychological base, but then yoga, meditation, and such kind of ecosystem can give help to a healthcare seeker, and through this adjunct therapy. So that is what is the model. So important thing is, when you look at any startup, or the team is very important. Do you have covered all the bases? Do you have somebody visionary idea? Second thing is, it is having good economics around it. Third thing is, you have a funding and first funding ecosystem available. Then important part is a team. You can carry, that team can carry you forward with the technology, with the help of domain experience, with the help of sales and marketing, so and collaboration. So that is what is more important. So Professor Sandan in IIT Kanpur has been very important cog in the wheel, and he has developed this artificial intelligence lab. We have also tied up with what is the Government Institute of Medical Sciences, which is in Greater Noida, and we have also tied up with AIMS. Dr. Puneet Mishra, he's a director of community medicine. So they have helped us. They are helping us in terms of this digital device, which is available to us, to field trial it. See, you're talking about digital medicine. It is as good as medicine, but it requires a digital, field trials to conduct it. So those sort of things, those sort of ecosystem is available through the government, through IIT Kanpur. I hope Bioentrepreneurs will also help us in doing so, and that is what is any investor or any good project will do it. Couple of partners and association I have been talking about. Technology mentorship is given by IIT Kanpur and the Stanford Bayer Center of Biodesign. Then we are talking about investment. We have been invested, STPI and Pontech Ventures. Then we have a sample acquisition partner, which is like GIMS. I've spoken on Mental Health Foundation and MSc Genetics. So we have tried to cover our all bases, and technology is the key. We are validating our technology. That is very important. Now, when we look at collaboration opportunities with Amity, you have a very fledgling yoga institute. You have very good neuroscience center. You've got artificial intelligence, machine learning expertise, psychology expertise available. I was listening to you all, and I think this is what we require. And we are creating some sort of a voice lab here, which requires all those sort of expertise. IIT Kanpur has and we have taken a lead on that. But a student can benefit out of it. There can be research paper which can come out. There can be IPR also which can be developed out of it. So look at those possibilities. I think we are looking for more improving our ecosystem and our partnership portfolio. So that is what biosciences is a very difficult different ball game. I'll not say difficult, different ball game. So it requires this business model is very different. You require compliances, you require global data protection, you require research, IP, publication, you require collaborations, you require data integrity. When we talk about any data related or online related any app or any digital medicine solution, you require all that. And very important thing, gestation period is very high. You're talking about any e-commerce site, you have product and you can sell it to the market and you start making money immediately. Here, the institute like Bioentrepreneurs and big, grant proposals and all that, they give a lot of support to you. And because this gestation period is high, so you have to basically look at 2 years or 2.5 years down the line to make first sale and first commercialization of this venture. So this is important. So when we are talking to a lot of biosciences student and all that, so they can keep this in mind. The initial part of the project, initial part of a proposal could be grant funded, it could be friends and near ones, but you have to be well aware of that there will be 2 or 2.5 years of gestation period to come out with a final product. So but then product is definitely going to be very valuable because you have invested that kind of money. So that 2 years is a 2 years is a very important period. So with that, I'll just end my talk on that. If you have any questions on that, and if we are looking at any collaboration opportunity between IIT Kanpur and development of a voice lab, we can talk about it. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's very positive time. Lastly, we can go for the comment. So we can ask some questions. So that is okay.
Thanks.
So
Thank
go
you,
ahead. And thank you, Mr. Sanjay Bharadwaj. Thank you very much for excellent talk. And just wait a moment. And I think, as you know, as scheduled, Honorable Founder President was to address at the last, but then because of his some urgent meeting, he's not available at this moment. So so he will not be addressing, but we have Dr. Salvamurthy with us. Yeah, so that's nice of him that he has dropped in. So I would request him. We will do the job of mine as a chairperson to concluding remarks. I think he is the best person to concluding remarks. He has been involved with this research and innovation in the Amity University, and he is day in day out dealing with this technology transfer TEC. He is the chairman of the TEC. So and the ITT, the Director General, so and the ST President. So he has all these things in his fingertips. So it is nice that he has dropped in, and I request him to give a brief comments on that. And this, thank you very much. And I welcome one of my advisor to this, the answer, Professor Dr. Paramjit Dhoot. He is a medical man and the hematologist as well as a stem cell specialist. So he has been advisor to our and expert member to our AMSAR Institute. So you are talking about the health, digital technology in health. He is very much in that line also. Thank you so much for attending, being here.
If I may just one small comment. If I am a stem cell man today, it's because of one person sitting on the dais. That is Dr. Selvamurthy, who gave me funding when I was in the army. He gave me 30 lakhs to set up a stem cell lab in Armed Forces Medical College, Pune, and my second friend, Dr. Bhudev Das. I come here for taking lectures and all. Whenever they call me, I come. I'm available. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Myself, Harjinder Kaur, I will just take a minute to announce the message from our Honorable Founder President, sir. So he has conveyed that I have told that I will join the session online as per the scheduled at 12:50 p.m. But some urgent meeting has come in between and I feel compelled to excuse myself from attending the program. By next opportunity at mutual convenience, I will speak to you all, he means the guest, and taking in the conference line. And he is also trying to watch the program as much as in between some of the other going important meeting. And further, as just now Dr. Bisida sir has conveyed, that Honorable Founder President sir has requested Dr. W. Salvamurthy to please represent. Sir, please. Thank you so much, everyone.
Good afternoon, and I will be very brief
because I know some of the students have to go for the classes and you also have to catch up with your lunch. And so first of all, thank you, Founder President, for giving this great honor and privilege to represent such a eminent person and convey his blessings and greetings to all of us. And thank you for this nice gesture because he has navigated the whole program today through the AFSTIA. And let's give a big clap to Founder President who spent so much time for research, innovation. So whatever Amity has achieved today in research innovation, the main credit goes to Dr. Ashok Chauhan, the Founder President, and who breathes innovation, lives innovation, and does everything for innovation, which is his priority. So I must also thank Dr. Prachi Kaushik, Dr. Anchal Verma, and Mr. Sanjay Bardwaj for this wonderful expositions they have given, even though it's brief, but they have loaded with valuable content. So let's give a big clap to our guests who joined us today, and they have given us a wealth of information. Now it is for us, how do we harness this? How do we contribute to the nation building, whether it's BIRAC, or it is the innovation program in IIT Kanpur, the incubator, or to the industry, which Sanjay is representing. So we have a lot of things which we can do. Now it is time for us. Next 25 years, Prime Minister has set a goal. India should become a developed nation. But in that 25 years of the Amrit Kal, it is the next 10 years is going to be critical. That is why all of us have to now roll up our sleeves or get ready for meeting the challenges. Opportunities are plenty. The Atmanirbhar Bharat is a mission, is not only a slogan, it is a mission which the whole nation is pushing towards self-reliance in everything, because with 1.4 billion people, the youngest the country in the world, we can do a lot of things. In many domains, we have done it. Now, this BIRAC, we have to now contribute in a big way. So I would request all of you, Vice Chancellors are there. I can see Dr. Kohli there, and also the Vice President of ASTIF, Dr. Kotari there, and many other people. Thank you, Dr. Kohli, for joining. He is the Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Punjab. Let's give a big clap to, and also Dr. Kotari, the Vice President of ASTIF. So why all of us, Amity founder has said, we should be a major contributor in innovation. So the whole faculties, research scholars, students, everything is oriented, the whole culture, ethos is oriented to contribute to nation building through research and innovation. So even in our pedagogy, the academic delivery, we give this focus to our students. They not only just look at getting the CGPA up 9.8 or 9.9, but they have to be creators, they have to be innovators. So this is what we promote in our educational system. And finally, I would like to give some message to all of you. BIRAC, which has given how many products? 800 products have come in 10 years. Because BIRAC Life itself is a young budding organization. But within a decade, 800 products is, you can't just imagine. And these have revolutionized in different sector. And about 5,000 startups have been nurtured. So here is an organization looking for Amity's contribution in a big way. We are associated, we are contributing, but now it has to be 100x. The scale has to be augmented. So let us work together. All the senior people who are sitting, I can see Birendra Malik, I can see Nutar Kaushik, Dr. Srivastava, and Dr. Pooja, and also Dr. Sanjay. So all of you, and Tanveer, all of us have to work together. Let's clap for AFSTIA. AFSTIA, Dr. A.K. Singh, and Dr. Neeraj Sharma, who have brought this, and also the SNT warriors who have organized this big event. So they are doing a great job. You know, SNT warrior, you have Harjinder, you have Parul and Isha, and many more. They are all driving this innovation under the leadership of founder president Dr. Ashok Chauhan. Now, to conclude the message, let us contribute to BIRAC in a big way. That's why she is here. She is looking, where she was whispering into my ears that can you be a hub? Can Amity be a hub in the AI application in health? our AI application in biotech. So we have both artificial intelligence, we have created pentaflop capability, the computational capability, a center of excellence. How do we contribute? We are already looking at the AI application in health, agriculture, food, energy. So let us contribute. This is one area. The second, she was also mentioning when I was talking to her, BioNest is another area where some of the IITs have got this BioNest. Let us bring that here, Amity. So Abstia and all of us will work towards that goal to get a BioNest program here. We should have a strong industry connect. Like Sanjay was mentioning, that we should connect in a big way. So faculties, PhD scholars, let us create a strong connect, because academia industry connect is very weak link in India. This is what is another area where we need to fill. And Ojasvi Babbar sitting here, that you should now look at startup opportunities with BIRAC. And so this is also another mission which you can take over and then take it. And Global Bio India 2023, founder has already decided Amity should be a major participant over there. We will look at also how do we participate in a very active way, not only having a stall or exhibition or maybe one or two presentations, but in a big way, we want to help you. And in the Global Bio India 2023, and Abstia will be navigating this whole program. So ultimately, the final message, what founder wants is Amity should be a major contributor to Atmanirbhar Bharat. So let us meet his vision and also contribute to nation building, self-reliance in everything for the country, which is what is the vision for the founder president as well as the Honorable Prime Minister has given to the country. Thank you very much. Once again, let's clap for our guests. Thank you, Founder President. Let's also clap for our students who have been sitting all through. Also, some of them missing the lunches and their classes may be there, and we will finish soon. And let's give a big clap to our students once again. Great.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor Pooja Vijayaraghavan, officiating head, Amity Institute of Biotechnology, to deliver the vote of thanks. May you please, ma'am?
Thank you so much, Dr. Rashri. And a brilliant day till now, and so much have been learned, so much have been discussed. And before I propose the vote of thanks, let's start by thanking Honorable Founder President with a huge round of applause for creating this Amity universe, where all of you, faculty members, students, everyone who's associated with Amity has got a platform to nurture, and the university nurtures talent. If you have an idea, Amity has an incubator which can support you. So I think it is all because of our Honorable Founder President that today we are all here, and we are sitting in a platform where we can discuss innovation, and that has been, a part and parcel of our being in this university. Huge thanks to our Honorable Chancellor, sir, for motivating us, guiding us at all steps, and our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Madam, for being such a huge support to all of us. The startup ecosystem in the country, as you all know, is growing, and this has been a vision of our Honorable Prime Minister. Whether we talk about Skill India, or we talk about Make in India, or we talk about Atmanirbhar Bharat, it is all about innovation. And if we see, 20 years, how much it has improved, how much it has increased. So today, it is all about being job creators, not job seekers. So all of you are young children. You should all think about starting your own company. And with the invent of AI and ML, and particularly invent of AI and ML, and being a part of healthcare, you don't need much. You just need a coffee shop, and you need ideas in your brain. You sit in a coffee shop, discuss, start your own company. You have an idea, we have an incubator where you can come and start your own venture. Founder President has given this task to all the faculty members also. It is his vision to start 25 startups in a year. So obviously the entire ecosystem of Amity University supports you. You are young, brilliant minds. Today, school students are starting their own ventures. You are all masters and graduate students. If you have an idea, collaborate with your faculty members. The government is supporting you. BIRAC, DBT, centers like EUVA, Bioness, they are all supporting. So I think it is time for us to rise to the occasion and not just be, participants in events like this, but to be, active participants. Start with an idea in your mind. When you go out of this room, you should have an idea in your mind. You should come back and say, yes, this is how I want to start. So I think this is a brilliant opportunity. Thank you so much to Dr. Prachi Kaushik, Manager Investment BIRAC, Ms. Anchal Verma from SIIC IIT Kanpur, Mr. Sanjay Bharadwaj, CEO of Manodhyam Private Limited, and all our esteemed guests, our very dear Selvamurthy sir, Dr. Neeraj Sharma, Dr. Das, Dr. A.K. Singh, and all my seniors and colleagues who are here. Particularly, as Dr. Selvamurthy said, our students, because at the end of the day, you are the future of the country. If you have an idea, if you come forward, that is the only way, the country would grow. The Global Innovation Index that we talk about, it is all, you have to do it. I mean, you are the future of the country. So I think now it's time for all of you to rise to the occasion, and Amity, being such a, brilliant ecosystem, gives you an opportunity to do that. And we want to be a major participant in research and innovation of the country. I would like to thank everybody who has been a part of this amazing event. Thank you so much, AFSTIA. Thank you so much to everybody who's been a part of for organizing this. Students, our support from media, and everybody whom I have missed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pooja ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for your vital presence. We come to the end of this session. Thank you, everyone.